for any for Ebama Ubibia Aqua Shonkoso at the Ghana Politics Avenue. As we best Ubibia as Afi and Robert Medica series. Like a share, subscribe to the channel, no send away a political trending news via Echo Eviano Ghana Politics Avenue. So at Japanese or Bramo, na bedra for any netie F4. Ebusian for and they call political heroines no in some bay and I assume Aqua in 70 saying. Yo, and A.Markins was your demonstration at ya and Sembia ACC Nas and Sembia and Elcosua or money and Johona. Yan entity as A.Markins actually police the penny pan assume. Ama at some no aqua Kusiko as a top of now, sorry, Nene or Moko, a parliament no, a majority leader. Sorry, Akasa, chairman committee, sorry, Akasa, a Kuku no, speaker of parliament, and so. Akasa ebusia for actually am saying na sumbo na okoshe ye no enkodai baby anyedi investigations and take place as say no akoye asem pa e ama the minority leader no na say no asotwe enso a eda ho a was omodin go through no omohwe na omodin na go through ebusia for mempese meje mombra boso bebre mempese me say mombra bebre mo me enkodi mfutie nsema a speaker of parliament e kapa sa sumbo na obo police officer no.
The methodology has changed. What we have been told and have become aware is that, Mr. Speaker, the entire process is now centralized at the Ministry of Interior. A private software developer by name TribeNet has been tasked to create a data collection platform which is empowered to run process through the use of AI-generated aptitude examination with minimal visible involvement of institutional leadership of the affected services. So, Mr. Speaker, to explain, this AI-generated platform being operated by the TribeNet software developer does not involve the police, immigration, prisons and fire. So, Mr. Speaker, what it is that a person who is supposed to do an aptitude test does not answer questions in the area where he's applying. There is a software which is a centralized platform, and Mr. Speaker, that is posing a difficulty, especially when none of the security chiefs and their management is involved. Mr. Speaker, let me give some numbers. What it is that, Mr. Speaker, it is becoming expensive for would-be recruits in accessing this. One, Mr. Speaker, they need to buy a scratch card, have access to internet, have access to computer, and it is difficult, especially so, Mr. Speaker, when there are many areas in Ghana where internet access is a challenge. Mr. Speaker, what it is that once they log on, the system over a short period locks them out even if they have connectivity problem. Mr. Speaker, I am saying this because in my own constituency, people are approaching people for money to be able to have access. This is just at the beginning. If we don't handle this well, Mr. Speaker, what it means is that the unemployed youth who are already desperate will end up spending so much money and will still not have access. It will compound their problems. Mr. Speaker, this is a matter that must be addressed, and it's not a partisan matter. It affects you and I in this chamber. You may be an MP in your own constituency, and if your constituents already spend over 2,000 Ghana cedis, 2,000 Ghana cedis, and they don't even know which stage they will get to. And this AI, with this AI generated aptitude test, when they log you out, you need to pay for internet to get access again. Mr. Speaker, sometimes when we are raising an issue that affects all of us, people must pay attention. Don't always misconstrue that when I get up, I'm going purely partisan and attacking your government. Honorable Bua, please.
Mr. Speaker, whilst driving here, I was listening to the minority leader. Mr. Speaker, this is a house of record. And somebody like the minority leader, anytime he has to speak, it is good that he must cross-check his facts so that he puts out accurate information. Because misleading the House by no other person than the minority leader is worrying. Mr. Speaker, he spoke about the recruitment process. And Mr. Speaker, without necessarily trying to respond to him for every single thing that he has said, let me say that we have made con men and women very uncomfortable with this recruitment process that we are carrying. People, we all were in this country when a recruitment process led to a COP in charge of HR for the police being dismissed from the police service because of extortion of money. Mr. Speaker, he was talking about the IT firm. I will charge him to go and check with Public Procurement Authority whether each of the services, I'm talking about Ghana Police Service, Ghana Prison Service, Ghana Immigration Service, Ghana Fire Service, did not sign individual contract with the service provider. This is facts you have to check. And you are a minority leader who will be responded to if you write to PPA to find out whether that was done and whether it was done properly. If you are written official to any of the services, they will have educated you instead of trying to stand in the Chamber of Parliament and mislead the generality of Ghanaians with your ignorance. Mr. Speaker, he was talking about the aptitude test. There has always been aptitude tests whether you are going to join military or police or fire or any. But what were they doing, Mr. Speaker? They were doing it manually. You see our children in minority. Has always been aptitude test. In 1996, when I tried to join the army, I had to write an aptitude test. Interestingly, I got to medicals, and someone went and told my mother that I've run to Accra to join the army. And my mother was scared of me joining the army. That's the only reason why I didn't join. Probably now I would have been either an ex-serviceman or I would have been in the army. Mr. Speaker, the aptitude test, this is what happens. You physically go to a center, you go and write, and then somebody marks. And during the marking, that's where people used to extort money from these innocent people. I can get you past, I can get that, I can get that. And what the Ministry of Interior tries to do is to take the human aspect out and make sure that this is done without human interference. Mr. Speaker, he's talking about internet challenges. You are forgetting that every one of them will have traveled from his village to either Accra or Kumasi or Bolga or Sunyani or Takoradi or Cape Coast or Ho to write the exams. Today, we are making it easy that they can sit in the comfort of their home or probably just travel to the next village or the next town or the next neighborhood where there's internet for you to write that. Which one is easier? Now we take out the human interface. What is happening? A lot of the people think that, and Mr. Speaker, because I've been a member of Pan-African Parliament just like you today, I know the majority of Africa have stopped writing exams manually. In the AU system for the past 10 years, if you want to join the AU system, you write an online exam. And people don't know that the camera faces you. Anybody try to assist you, it will take you out because you are trying to cheat. If you try to double log so that somebody will be quoting the question and answering you, the system detects that. It takes you out. So that's why, even with that, we instructed that because we are doing it for the first time, let's give all those who attempted that and disconnected them an opportunity for mop-up. And that is why currently the mop-up is going on. To give them a second time, but 82% of the people went through it without any problem. The 80% who tried doing one fishy thing or the other, we are giving them an opportunity to correct their wrong, to know that the system is sensitive. You cannot get someone, because first you have to upload your picture, so it knows your picture. The moment I give way for Honorable Mama Yaga to sit and try to continue, it disconnects because that is not me. And that's how the system is corrected. Yes, If the young people of our country, you are saying that they are so ignorant they cannot use internet, please think again. They are smarter than you think. The young people of our country are smarter than you can even imagine. 82% of them have gone through there without any qualms. And it is a better system because it takes away all the human interference and takes away all the corrupt activities that used to go on. I can assure you, the leadership of His Excellency Dramani Mahama will not sit whilst others go through the hell of drudgery of the process. Others sit home and then they just collect that and the name of so-called protocol, they get damned when those who qualify go back home. We are taking everybody through the system. You come, you go through the body selection, we check your certificate, you do the aptitude test, you do medicals, because Mr. Speaker, many of our young men go to training and die. But because they sign the undertaking, we don't even talk about it. Many people go for military training, they die. They go for these other services training. And I'm sure most of my colleagues who have been ministers, they will tell you, they go and die because they have conditions that will not allow them to go for the exercise. Many of them don't, in the past, they won't do it. We are insisting that you have to do all that. So that even if you have to be helped, let's say the minority that wants someone to be helped, he must go through and be qualified before even if you have to be helped, So please, stop deceiving the ordinary Ghanaian. We know what we are doing. We are making sure that all the con men and women are taken out. They don't get the opportunity to cheat. Just last weekend, Mr. Speaker, 2 prison officers were arrested because they were trying to assist 14 applicants through the process. They were arrested. When we started, there were about 4 or 5 arrests. That's why you are not hearing people have been duping others, because we are vigilant and we are watching. Yes, we should know our country has a challenge of unemployment. But in our research agenda, the security services, you must have the minimum qualification before you go in. We are not going to be dumping people there, just like people have done where when we came, people with diabetes all were under training. We have to get them out because they were not qualified to be there. So please, Mr. Speaker, without responding specifically to most of the allegations that he has made, I want to urge a minority leader, anytime you want to speak about things that your colleagues are in charge, please get in, talk to them, get the facts. If you doubt them, put it into writing so that they will respond in writing, so that then you can speak to it. Thank you, recollect, you were in the chair on Thursday. When he started this allegation, I took the opportunity on the floor to correct him and show him and even encourage him that if he wanted information, he could write and I'll furnish him with all the details. He decided to take advantage of the state of the nation when the whole world was listening to us to say categorically that the current internal security recruitment is scandalous. There's corruption looming. People will go to prison. He said it on this floor. And I'm saying that, Mr. Speaker, based on our standing order 31, E and F, that is contemptuous. And I'm saying that let's give him an opportunity to go to privileges where you have all the ample time and opportunity to provide all his allegations, so that we'll meet him there with our facts. So, Mr. Speaker, that is what I'm referring, that we are having too many of such things coming from somebody like the minority leader. And the time for him to prove his allegation is here. And the best place to do that, Mr. Speaker, is at the privileges, because what he did on Friday at the Sona was obviously contemptuous by every standard if you measure it to Article what you call Standing Order 31. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, that an opportunity will be given him at privileges to prove his allegation. Thank you very much.
Yes, Minority Leader, if you have any response, you may do so.
My imams, my chiefs, and my constituency executives, that, and more so, our highly respected His Holiness, Chief Imam, Dr. Shaributu, who also prayed for us. And I think that Allah has accepted his prayer for all of us. And today, we are on a good path. let every member of East Ayawaso listen to me. From today, we are going to rewrite the history of East Ayawaso. In the market, on the streets, in the ghettos, in the bases, there is going to be new East Ayawaso, and that is why I am here to pursue that vision, to ensure that we rebrand East Ayawaso, especially Nima, with a new face of peace, of development, of professionalism, and inshallah, we shall achieve that. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I thank all Ghanaians, those who sympathize with me in these difficult times, those who sympathize with me. I thank everybody, especially the party grassroots, who didn't forsake me in my difficult times, who came through for me. I thank all the grassroots people. I will be there for them as they were there for me. We thank Allah, Assalamu alaikum, and God bless you.
For more news, please visit our website.
Now, the MPP leadership. Baumia, yenimse kokei, no kasadi ma Baumia. The MPP leadership, Baumia team, they saw nothing wrong with Coca. The comment are na omikino. And they even pretended as if say they have never heard Coca's uncivilized words. Because after all, oye Coca na Coca no ye dwuma e de ama eye Baumia. Say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia obewini eye presidential contest no. Today, say ye wie MPP primaries no ye wie ni nyina. Ama ye hu say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ena 2028 obehim franka e de ama eye MPP amanyuko no. Fine, accepted. Nothing wrong with it. Satam no, not Ken was the target. Coca, Ken was his target. But say ye wie primaries no, eye Coca MPP primaries no so metima say or to dia hyen kan for so. Se me kan sa ne be yi a. Or ba be tribalistic. And to make certain comment a meme no me gina hei. Me hu say a tribalistic comment sa ensem no ye mfam wo man man entu mpom ma ne yie. Hai ye mfa man entu mpom ma ne yie. Comment efi abrante e friend Coca ho no. Sabi asem no na michiri but nkoye madam for pa o kasa ni tiri hu nyina ne ha nyina ntintin sa. Mani ye mfom wo man ye pese o man Ghana tumpon a me ne say tribalistic comment no eya na me mpe me firi ha me ye kakasa we me mpe na nse nche ye ne te ye nyina te se kokwa akwafo omukoko bag no ya tetetete so fiti world market kra ntina nyese aban boapayo ene watete kokwa akwafo musika na ya tetetete so ya tokoku a ya tetetete so there be makachem cry so kwa every coaster from because of world market price said they are internet say almost so much there so e dey call 1000 sefa from 2800 sefa per kilogram no entino just omo bag no ko me bag Ghana koku afọ kra de no ye chen omo de no times 2 double na ne be omo de no bag baako.
Waji bra hedwumadi aba bedum pempe so ye do bi ase hanom Ghana politics afene mo so fukuru aba politics ya mo amili twa say yen ene age fene sere bebra mo dane da se eko ene eba de ye pese be kwa jam na mo so mo pese mo be kwa jam e busa fo nyankopon show bibia afene ba kasa so mo ne there right now the afi eno be take no punishment a se enye fedi agrokro nyankopon show bibia ha ena mbrab mam kwan se me fo bibia nsi won some ka ebi so ama remfi so adventure comment section so on like so like share subscribe to the channel so ne be political trending news be go bia na so ya depend say the bebre me do obi bia say na ha ene mbre e bam kwan se me fa mo si makram